Just a bloke in a bar.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of Bloke in a Bar, brought to you by Bloke in a Bar, the smoothest, crispest, easiest drinking lager in all the land. But before I get to the stores in the spotlight, I've got the great Hello Sport. Tom and Eddie, Eddie and Tom, Tom and Eddie.
That's it.
Dannon.
Nailed it.
Boys, how you been? I mean, it's been a big few weeks for you. Big few weeks. Arguably the biggest few weeks of your entire career.
Yeah, not much sleep, just ripping and tearing.
Yeah.
Just working for the punter and the dribbler.
Packing merch, sending merch.
Packing merch,
sending
Have you ever
merch.
tried to pack 30 million packages?
I don't sell that much. So actually, obviously not.
No.
It's a big operation.
It's a lot.
It's a big operation.
Dior Dave, our intern Dior Dave, and our other About Even intern Braden, we had to put him into a medically induced coma just because they were so tired after packing.
They left after like a 17-hour day,
Yeah.
just shell-shocked.
Yeah. I actually don't know whether we could be technically sued from a workplace health and safety standpoint.
Whatever the legal amount of time to work is, that's how long they
That's
work.
what they
That's how
did.
long they work.
Yeah. Not a minute over.
Not a minute over.
But in your defense, if you said to a judge, have you ever packed and sold $30 million worth of merch? Or $30 million?
No,
30 million
Packed of merch. I think she'd be like, oh, that many?
Yeah.
Well, that's sweet then.
Well, that's going to
I
be
think
our
so.
defense
Yeah.
if it ever comes up.
I will say this, though. The hardest worker in the room, Denon, the hardest worker was the printer. The printer did not stop, just pounding out labels.
Yeah.
This thing was running
What type of printer
so
is it?
hot.
What type of printer?
Shout out. It was a
Surely,
Canon. Shout out to Canon.
Reach out, Canon.
Reach
Yeah.
out, Canon. Some people would be like, why didn't you have a label printer? Well, because we weren't organised. That's why, dickhead. So we had to go old school. And we just had shitloads of ink. And I just whoops, she's running dry. Bang, pound them in.
No, but you don't want...
It literally went from dusk till dawn, this printer, without so much as a sniff of rest.
Reach out, Canon, because that's a fair... I can't even get my printer to print one thing.
I can't tell you how impressed I was. And a lot was riding on it. Because if it gave up, if it ran out of puff, that would have been, got to go up to Office Works. Oh, sorry, we don't have those printers. Go to the next Office Work. Oh, sorry, bro. Go to this one. Then it would have been get it home.
You don't want to send
update.
You don't want to send Matty. He'll fucking print everything in the
Landscape
worst
when it
on
should be
landscape.
portrait,
He'll
yeah.
have one letter. So what he would have done was he would have got one letter per piece of paper, and then he would have had to glue their address one letter at a time, and then wrap it around.
And then, it would have been a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
And people might say, well, you could have gone up to Office Works and get them to print it for you, but it's not how we do it.
That's not how we do it.
That's
I
not
tell you what we do.
keep it internal.
Yeah, absolutely.
We keep it internal.
Yeah.
Quality control that way. Quality control. Also, you have to sign every single one so they can put them in air.
So they got your autograph as well, free.
Fucking oath at it.
Yeah.
They actually do.
Yeah, they got yours, mate.
It looks like...
Eddie's got the worst handwriting of all
It
time,
basically
though.
became, at the end, like a line.
Yeah, it was
But
a
I mean,
squiggle.
how many?
It was
Tell
like an
me,
accident.
how many other content creators package and sign their merch, literally give their signature for free, and
30 million packages.
don't even mention it?
No.
That's what you deliver.
Yeah.
As a content creator.
We pack it ourselves with help, but we oversee the operation and we sign them.
Yeah.
I sign them.
And you don't even say anything. It's just this is what we'll do for you.
I reckon people have thrown that bag out not knowing how much it's worth.
Like when people accidentally throw out a hard drive full of Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Yes, like that, which has happened.
That has happened. Many a story on this net. I don't know how many are true and how many are not. But apparently there's been stories of a wife has, been cleaning, thrown out a USB or something that had millions of dollars on it.
Yeah.
Do you survive a marriage after that?
I don't think you do, but I also think if you've got a fucking USB with $30 million worth of Bitcoin on it, then that shouldn't just be somewhere where...
Shouldn't be lying around. Other people have had their passwords written down on paper and the wife's gone, well, that's useless. What are all these words for? Bang, throwing it out.
What's this bizarre matrix type passcode? Oh, see ya.
There's no way you can crack a code like that, hey? Unless you have 1,000 computers just running constantly for
you can't. And you've
1,000
only got so many guesses. You can't be done. You can't. There's a word for that, whereby you can just pound passwords into the ground by just trying different variations, but you can't do that with crypto.
With the crypto.
No.
There you go. Well, that's tough.
And there's, I think with these the new wallets, you've got to have the words in an order, and there's
Well, I've
maybe
got
16, 20 different words. So the
Yeah.
variations of that are fucking biblical.
Look, all we're trying to say in a roundabout way is a huge week for us. Well,
Huge
huge
week.
couple of weeks, merch-wise.
huge
Thank you to
couple
everyone.
of weeks.
Huge.
And
I mean,
Kempy-
I've been given one.
I gave you a double XL.
I was given a double XL.
Yeah.
I found it a little bit offensive because a double XL. It's big. That's a big boy.
I had you down for an XL.
Yeah,
I go,
I
what do
knew
you
you
reckon
would.
for dinner?
Did I
And he
say
goes,
double
It's because
XL.
you're closer. You can film.
Did I say double XL?
Yeah, you did. That's
Yeah,
why I was
right.
like, oh, okay. If you
Look,
think
it's
so.
because you're closer. You can film me each week. Whereas there's clearly a distance that we're not fucking.
I
jumping
think
across
also
here.
as well, Eddie, and I mean, I think you, even if you may not openly admit it now, there is a psychological flex to being like, oh, I thought you were bigger, bro. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Oh, I just thought you were a big cunt.
It's like when you go, have you ever been out for a meal with Jhye? Every
Friend
time,
of ours.
friend of ours. Every time you do, like, in your meal comes out, he goes, just for the little fella.
Just
And
faded
it's subtle, but it's like, fuck, he got me. And it never gets old.
It's like negging between mates.
Yeah.
Yes.
Little neg.
Yeah.
Little neg. Get your.
But
your
you look good in it,
But
though,
you look
dude.
good, and it
Thank
actually
you.
does fit. So
Yeah.
Thank you.
good for you.
So I am as big as you thought I was.
Yeah, look, I mean, it's
It's
obviously
all, it's
draping
all
off the
chest.
shoulders a
It's
little
all
bit.
chest
but
and
it's-
pipe.
Yeah.
It's all chest and pipe.
Usually
some
my
pipes
chest.
on you.
I have a thick around here.
Trunk.
Yeah, thick trunk.
Thick trunk.
We always used to, like, my dad's got a thick trunk. So always we want Jeff call. His name's Jeff, because that thick trunk's good for just getting around. You know.
Is it trunk a chest or is it trunk?
Trunk is here.
Yeah, like,
Just well, I consider.
I think
it all
like
three.
arse and hips.
No, that's,
thinking all
I
three
think
here.
trunk is like
Yeah.
here,
Okay.
not your ass.
Yeah.
Maybe you could include the ass.
What's your
include-
arse then?
Your ass. I mean, that's like, I think that's just your ass.
Sure.
Yeah. Either way.
I thought we'd get a bit more creative, but that's all right.
Well, you thought I would. You put it
Yeah.
all on me.
I
And
did.
I didn't
And
deliver.
you
didn't deliver.
I
You
didn't
didn't
deliver.
Yep.
And
we move on.
We move on.
We move on. We
Sorry,
move
everyone.
on.
Sorry.
Now, stores in the spotlight. We've got Celebrations Kenthurst. We've got Camperdown, Sellers Bronte, Bottle Lambton, Kalani Vale, Bottle, Steve's Liquor. All stores in Victoria. All stores, Steve's Liquor in Victoria. And also, the following, all on tap. So this means you can drink the beautiful mother's milk that is Bloke in a Bar on tap. We've got Chubbs Bar and Grill in Manly, the great Manly. Woo! We've got
Chubbs. Shout out Chubbs.
Shout out Chubbs. N17 Burger & Co. Port Douglas. Courtyard Esplanade Cairns. Eaton's Hill Beer Garden. Redlands RSL Club. Station Hotel Lismore. Caxton Hotel. The Great Caxton Hotel. We're in the Caxton. The
Come
Caco.
on.
And Cruising Yacht Club in Cairns. So get down, grab a case, or go to our website and put in your postcode. It'll show you the closest stock. Grab a case of it's the beer of sport. It's the beer of sport. But boys, I just wanted to bring up to with you. I was with the missus the other night. We were just walking around, and I think there was a mini festival, not for older people, not for like us or whatever, but for like families, like a little festival. And I saw one of the most beautiful sights that I've ever seen. And I just wanted to get your thoughts on it. It was a conga line.
A conga line.
When was the last time you saw a naturally created conga line, and also the guts to start a conga line?
There is a lot of guts involved.
Is
in starting
incredible.
a conga line. I would think back to our uni days, maybe, Eddie, at uni bar.
I don't think so.
That would be the only thing I could imagine where a conga line may have taken
I
place.
don't think so. I'm trying to rack my brain. I can't remember the last conga line I was in. Maybe like a
Not that
wedding
you
or
were
something.
in necessarily.
That you saw? Yeah, okay.
I would have seen it. I'm not saying you and I were
I reckon,
getting around, like we weren't conga line operators.
No.
But I definitely feel like I would have seen a conga line or two at uni bar.
There was people we went to uni line that
Bathurst.
had conga line in them.
Yes. There's the type of person who's sort of like, oi!
Yeah. I mean,
Get behind me.
Now, I'm guessing that at your little thing, I reckon it's maybe a mum who's feeling the Christmas vibe, the Christmas energy, the Christmas spirit. Who's
Maybe with
had
some
a couple
kids.
of shardies.
You know, a couple of
shotties.
kids though for a bit of fun. Let's make this fun for the kids, but really the mum just wants a conga
well,
line.
it was a pretty adult line. I didn't
Okay.
see many
That's
kids
what I'm
there.
saying. I reckon this is mum just feeling herself and going, you know
She's
what?
had a bit too much eggnog.
Eggnog's got me in a great place. Fuck it. Oi, hubby, strap in, mate. We're getting
the conga line
We're getting a
going.
conga line going.
There's probably...
I don't reckon a bloke started it.
Do you reckon that like there's the first 10 to 15 seconds of a conga line would be sort of the most stressful of a person's life where it's like, is anyone going to get around me here or am I congering by myself?
Could you imagine just congering by yourself for a 15-second period?
That's testing material.
Yeah.
That's like,
Do you push through?
what are you made of?
I've also got a theory. I think the conga line started by the second person in the line. They go and connect to someone who's unassuming
Okay.
and goes, you're in a conga
So
now.
that's a forced conga line.
It's you going, okay.
Against your will.
Because you're starting it. You can't start one by yourself. Otherwise, you're just dancing. If you just go and connect yourself to another person and go, we're in conga line city here, the person at the front's like, well, I'm fucked. I can't do anything. I've got to...
So do you think you should go to clubs and that and just fuck with people and just grab them, be like, we're in a conga line.
Do it on the street. Just start an impromptu conga
I
in the
tell
street.
you what, conga lines are addictive. If someone comes up to you and starts going, let's conga, hard to get out of it.
Well, that's what I mean. It's a great
It's hard
play.
to back out of a
hard to
conga.
Oh,
play
you
it.
can't back out of a conga. You
No.
may as well punch him in the face.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't know, you're like, get the fuck off me. But if it's someone you know, you sort of, oh, okay.
If you know a conga line operator and then they come up and they kick off the line behind you, you're fucked, basically.
That's actually a good point, Tom. I'd never thought about it that way. The second in does essentially start them. Otherwise, you're dancing.
Yeah, you're just dancing by yourself.
There would
Moving
also
around.
be people out there that, like, that's their thing, starting conga lines. There'd be a bloke out there or a woman who started 50,
Reach out.
60, 70 congas.
Yeah. Well,
Reach
and
out.
they'd have
Leave
it.
in the
They'd be
comments
like-
section, have you ever started a conga line? Are you that person?
And how'd it go?
And how did it go? Walk us through the first 15 seconds, because it's almost like a lifetime. I also wanted to ask you, what's more impressive, starting a Mexican wave or starting a conga line?
Conga line.
Look, I think that the conga line takes a little bit more like it takes a certain type of operator. If you can get an entire stadium of Mexican
Pretty
waves
incredible.
going on though, like if you're at the cricket and there's fucking 40,000 people there or whatever, 80 at the MCG, 90 at the MCG, and you get a Mexican wave going there,
The thing about the Mexican wave is, as I sort of give it more thought, you've got to rally the troops around you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you've got to go out and sort of start broaching the idea with people. And if you've had a couple of beers, it's obviously a bit easier. Be
but
like,
you
"Mate,
still have to stand up and you're like pointing to everyone.
No,
in the
no, no.
crowd,
You,
like,
you, just
counting
need, you
down.
just need people in front and behind, and you go 3, 2, 1, and then you do it that way because you can't do it yourself.
But it's also, I feel like
Yeah.
the Mexican wave, it's
'Cause you
almost like
need
jump starting a
depth.
lawnmower
Yeah.
or a motorbike. Like you need to give it a couple of goes before you're going to get the stadium around you. You know what I mean? Usually you're not getting one started off your first go. You'll get Nabrad almost guaranteed the first couple of times
Oh,
you
a
try, and then
Mexican
you just
lo-
got to keep
um,
going,
yeah, never
keep
been
going,
started
keep
off
going, and
first
then
go.
brown, and then the thing's going. And now
The
you've
3,
got a
2,
Mexican
1's got to
wave.
be authoritative as well.
Well, you've got to be standing up as well.
and you've got to be
You've got to
counting.
be yelling.
3. So you can't be going little like 3, 2.
Have you ever done this? Have you ever started an Aussie, Aussie, Aussie? Oi, oi, oi.
I haven't.
No.
Aussie, oi.
Have you?
Aussie,
Aussie, oi.
You've done it?
Aussie,
You've
Aussie,
done it?
Oi, oi,
Oi,
oi.
oi, oi.
No, I haven't. But
Again, you need guts for that.
you
Yeah.
need guts.
But most Aussies will return that no matter what.
Oh,
If
you can
don't
belt
re-
one out.
if
You'll
you-
get feedback.
If you don't hear if you hear an Aussie, Aussie, Aussie in your vicinity and you don't say oi, 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 I think you're a dog.
Yeah, you're a dog.
Yeah.
I don't hear enough of them anymore.
No.
They were big at the Olympics.
The Olympics. The
Remember
Olympics.
at the Olympics? That's all you heard. I still remember it.
Yeah.
Like, they were everywhere, the Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
I'm surprised it hasn't made its way into a remix of a song. You know what I mean?
That's true. And like there's a lot of dribblers out there who make completely unnecessary remixes.
And that hasn't been made.
That hasn't been
You
done.
guys got we got remixed before an Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi did.
Yeah, we did.
That's more of a tick of the cap to us, or a tip of the cap to us, sorry.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
That's something to hang your hat on.
Okay, fair enough. So we're ranking it conga
Well,
lines.
yeah, top 3. Well, Aussie, Aussie, Aussie is probably, that's third.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because they're a piece of piss to get off the ground.
Yeah, you can get them off the ground pretty easy because it's almost on the people around you. It's it's almost shame on you. Like not shame on me, shame on you for not responding to this country's great cry.
There is an element where, if you think about it, at a sporting game, you're more likely to have people prepared to Mexican wave. I feel like the conga line might be the hardest one to get off the ground.
Look, I honestly think if you're a conga line starter, you can do anything in life. If you can get a
CEO of a
conga
Fortune
line
500.
off the ground, you may as well. You know what? CEOs of Fortune 500s, that should be part of their interviews to get the gig.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How many
started
conga lines you
conga line.
started? Because you got to be good with people. Yeah, you're right. At the Mexican wave at sporting events, they're sort of part and parcel. You expect them. Whereas the the
conga
conga
line.
line is rogue. You don't see many of them.
No.
But when you see them, you know what they are. And you're like, some bloke started.
And you know when you're in one. My
Fucking
God,
oath
you do.
Oh, you know.
Because you want to get out.
What do you reckon the feeling's like for the lady or man that has gone home after starting and executing a successful conga line that lasted longer than, a minute or two?
Even if you just get it for like a song. If you get a conga line cracking for a song, you go home,
Too
you're on
many
cloud
conga lines are
nine.
long.
That's a long conga line.
Yeah. Cloud 9.
The cricket, boys. The cricket has just been firing on all cylinders. What are your thoughts? You know, the boys got up. There was a minute there where we kind of looked around and gave each other a bit of nudge, like, oh shit, are England going to come back here? What's going on? And then England obviously collapsed. What are your thoughts about the first Ashes?
England suck.
Pure and simple. There's nothing else to say. They can't stay with us. They're not at our level. They never have been. They never will be.
They don't get Test cricket.
They don't get Test cricket. They rested their 2 best bowlers, which makes no sense whatsoever. Obviously, well, at least from where I'm sitting, it seems as though they were prepared to concede the Test because they don't have what it takes. They go, the Gabba, they always win there. I don't think that's, that's not our hill to die on.
I got a question for you.
What?
How many wickets do you need to take in a Test match?
Need to take 20.
20 wickets?
Yeah.
So,
more or less.
You more or less.
More or less.
Who is tasked with taking those wickets?
The bowlers.
The bowlers. Okay.
Yeah.
So they left out their 2 best bowlers.
Yep.
When they needed to take 20 wickets.
Yep. They also played a guy by the name of Jack Leach, who
Lol.
was going at about 8 and over. He is not as good as bowler as Joe Root is.
Yeah. No, he sucks.
Jack Leach might be the worst bowler in the history of Ashes cricket. I know that sounds over the top. You might say, Edward, fucking enough with the hyperbole. That's no hyperbole there, bro.
We don't deal in hyperbole.
That's not our style. Facts are that Jack Leach, the worst bowler of all time.
Could he get his glasses fogged constantly?
Bruh, have you heard of contacts? I'm sorry, but
Don't apologise.
Batting in glasses is inviting
Disappointment
into your life. A, they'll fog up. B, what if you get a ball in the grill? Do you want glass in your eyeball? What then?
Then you really are blind, Jack.
Then you are literally blind, Jack. I just think that with the fact that contacts have been around for what? 30 years?
Is there
40 years?
But is there a level of sight that's so bad that contacts can't even fix it? Is there that? Or
Maybe
Jack
it might be the laser or something he needs and he can't be out for that long.
I don't know, because they put the lens that's on your glasses over your eyeball. It's the same thing.
Maybe it's a big dick move. He's like, I'm not doing it.
Well, it looks
Probably a comfort thing.
Yeah,
and it's no disrespect to. We got no issue with people that wear glasses.
I mean, we're all going to be. Eventually, we're all going to be wearing glasses.
It's just more
nothing to do with that.
Jack
clearly.
Leach's glasses fog up when he plays cricket, and he
What do
can't.
you got there,
bowl.
Matt?
I just want to point out that Travis Head got his 100 relatively quickly off 85 balls, but Jack Leach conceded 100 in less balls than Travis Head did.
That's correct.
Wow.
Travis Head got the fastest 100 at the Gabba. I think it was
Wow.
like that.
Yeah. And Jack Leach conceded 100 runs in about 70
Speaking
balls.
of time and things happen, just time in general, there's a clock tattoo under your arm. What does that mean?
Yeah, dude. This was a gift.
you never noticed
Have
that?
you never noticed it?
No. I thought you were clean skin. I didn't think you had it in you, if I'm being honest.
Bruh, come on.
You're almost a bikie now that I
You
looked
got
up.
me. You got me covered in the tat department, but I've got one. The mate drew this for me. It's like when I was 20.
Yeah.
My missus got it for me, who's still my missus, so it's not some weird one where it's like, oh yeah, my girlfriend when I was fucking 18. It doesn't mean anything.
Like that would change anything. Like if you're not with them anymore, it all of a sudden becomes bogan.
No, but it's kind of, you know what I mean? Like if you get
I know.
your girlfriend's name tattooed on you when you're like 20.
I usually think that's bender
kind of-
material. That's bender material. I'd
Yeah,
say.
or it's someone who's like falls in love too quickly. And it's like, oh yeah, dude, she's the one. It's like, well, you're 17, dude. Relax. But yeah,
That's great. It's
Thanks,
good to see. Would you ever consider getting the Hello Sport on you?
I'd get Eddie tattooed on me. I think that's more, I think that's more meaningful.
You'd rather Eddie, another man's
yeah,
name.
I wouldn't get his name. I'd get his face.
Whereabouts?
On his ass.
Nah, man, right here.
On
Over
your
the
heart?
heart.
Over the heart.
Yeah.
Would you? Are you going to reciprocate or what?
Nah.
Holy shit!
I'm not a
Cut
tat guy.
to Ralph Wiggum's heartbreaking.
Oh, you're not a
and
tat
fucking
guy.
send-
Very hard
Nah.
to be. You can't just become a tat
Nah.
guy.
Nah,
he's not.
You've got to have it in you.
You got to have it in you.
You got to have it in you.
I kind of want more now. Like, as in, I won't get one because it's like 32. What are you doing? Like, where am I going
Yeah.
to get one?
Yeah.
Fucking on the face.
God.
On the neck?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. You just stop thinking about it.
When was the last time you got one?
Oh, ages ago.
I heard someone describe on a potty the other day about tattoos. It's like after you get them, after like 3 months, they become invisible to you.
Yeah,
like you don't see them or notice them at all.
Like if you said to me, "You're a guy with a sleeve," I would be like, "No, I'm not."
and then you're like, oh shit.
Oh, shit, I actually am.
You
that
are a
guy.
sleeve
You know what I mean? That's what it feels like.
Yeah. Really?
Whereas like I have this idea about sleeve, a whole sleeve on other people. That's fucking hectic. And I'm like, oh shit. It's fucking weird.
Wow.
Is there any that you would get removed or want to get removed or have had removed?
I just like if you could wake up tomorrow painless and you said you can get them all removed. It's not like I want to, but I wouldn't be cut if it happened either. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
you're not attached to them.
not attached to them at all.
What's
like,
the worst one you got then? What's the one you go?
worst
you're
one
like,
I've got. I don't know. Fuck. I mean, that's not even finished, so I guess that one.
Okay, what's that?
Are you going to finish that?
Probably not. Couldn't be bothered. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's like, fuck
Yeah, fair enough.
And I'm 34 now. This is from like, when I was like 26, 27. So, but as I said, I don't identify with it in my head that that's what I am. You know,
Yeah.
I don't.
You're a tattoo guy. You're a sleeve guy.
I'm a sleeve guy, but
Is
I'm not really
that
a sleeve
it?
guy.
Just the sleeve?
No, I've got my whole back kind of covered. Got
your whole back?
Not my whole back.
He's got
but
like
top of
over
my
the
back.
shoulders. He's got a big fucking.
Tattoo there, tattoo on my ribs, and that's it. But yeah.
So you're inked up, bro.
Yeah, he's inked
Yeah,
up.
but I don't identify like that. Do you know what I mean? I just doesn't
Don't
seem...
you think it makes sense now why he does the double underhook and just ground and pounds?
Yeah,
cunts
yeah,
in the
yeah. It makes a lot of fucking sense
Oh,
now.
fuck, here we go. Interesting. Now, so do you think Richardson or Nisa will replace Hazlewood?
Well, look, Tom and I were very much in Camp Jhye.
Yeah.
Because we feel like if you're going to replace a country boy, replace him with a Jhye.
And for people going, what the fuck does that mean? To our knowledge, the only Jhye on planet Earth who spells their name Jhye. Jhye.
Jhye.
Yes.
Jhye.
Very aggressive.
If you're going to put the H in there, I will pronounce it.
Yeah.
Jhye.
It's not a
Okay.
silent H to me.
It's not silent. Like, it doesn't appear to be silent. I
No.
don't know why you would assume that I would think it was silent.
Is it almost-
If you put it in there, I'm pronouncing
you need
it.
to tell me it's silent
Yeah.
before I'm going to just assume
Is it almost
it's
like
silent.
like you're trying to wool pull me constantly, or people in your life constantly wool pulling him with a silent letter?
You know what they should do? It should be JH with a little S above it. Like a little S in brackets sitting above the H, so it's like, okay.
I don't pronounce
he wants
the
me
H.
he wants me to
Yeah, I
miss
like
the
that.
H.
I like
I
that.
don't see a small S.
I
No.
don't see a small S.
So it's a
either.
Jhye.
There should be one above knife as well.
Yep.
Yep.
All
Thought.
silent letters should have a little S above it. Just going, brah, in case you wanted to pronounce it, don't.
Don't do it. I'm
Don't
not
do
here.
it.
I'm not here.
I'm not here. Nothing to see here. I know that there's very little reason that I'm here at all, but
Don't judge a book by its cover.
No.
I've been placed here. I'm
Yeah.
trying to play my job.
Like
Yeah.
when your missus drags you to something where you're like, didn't need to come to this
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
On
I
a
don't-
silent letter, basically.
Silent letter. A lot of blokes
I'm
go
the
to-
only man here at this baby shower.
Yeah.
I didn't.
You're a silent letter.
I'm a silent letter, guys.
I'm a silent letter. I'm Tom. I'll be in the corner. I'll be silent. I'll be eating muffins.
If you need, like, if I need to be used for anything, I'll be used.
Yeah.
But at the same time, ignore me.
I
Ignore
might
me.
also be on the John for a fair bit. of this.
Yeah. You might hear the sounds of like a UFC fight coming out of the toilet. That's me taking an extended shit.
But as a silent letter,
Just assume I'm not here.
But I am here.
I'm
Do you know
here,
what I mean?
obviously.
I am here.
But you can't say I didn't come and I didn't turn up and
No.
I didn't, involve myself in my partner's life. You can't say that.
No.
But I'm also silent.
I contributed absolutely nothing to whatever this is, though.
yeah.
yes, because
But
I'm a
still
silent
here.
letter.
But you need me here at the same time.
You need me here just for some weird sort of like laws around, spelling and shit.
yeah.
But
And laws around, being
relationship,
supportive
what
to
you
your
do, be
relationship.
supportive.
Yeah.
So we like
I
Jhye because every good side worth its salt should have a Jhye in the setup, in
Yeah.
and around the setup. Swings it both ways, rips and tears.
Caden
But-
Rugby League, it's Jhye in cricket.
That's right. But Tom and I yesterday, not to name drop, spent a bit of time with Merv Hughes.
Well, I assume he's now name dropping us, so I think it's only fair that we drop his name.
Yeah, Merv's one of the great blokes living.
Yeah, one of our close friends now.
Or dead. He's a great bloke.
Yep.
He sees it a little differently. He thinks Michael Nessa is more of a like for Hazlewood. Ties up an end, bowls into the wind, keeps it tidy, low economy, good stuff.
Whereas Jhye, a little bit more like Mitch Stark, where he's a bit of a wild man, can bowl fast as fuck, can take wickets, but also can leak runs. Merv's opinion is why have two guys that can leak runs. Ness has been fucking a bridesmaid for a long time, Eddie.
Yes, he
Catherine
has.
Heigl, 27 dresses.
Correct.
So maybe it's... And he got 5 for in the lower grade game, whatever it's called, Australia A game. So I don't give a shit, really. I'm happy with either. But because Merv now a dear friend, I'm leaning more towards Nessa. But then it's like, fuck, you need a Jhye.
Yeah, I mean...
I'm conflicted.
I'm so conflicted because I'm not going to tell Merv how to fucking...
Oh, no way.
Whatever.
Suck eggs.
Suck eggs. Thank you very much. I'm not going to do that to Merv. He's done too much for the nation. He's taken too many glorious
He's done too
wickets.
much for us.
He's done too much for us. He's now a dear friend.
Yeah.
So I'm prepared to
Follows
go
us
Michael
on Twitter.
Nessa. But in my heart of hearts, Denon,
Yeah.
when the whips are cracking, all right, when we need wickets
Yep.
with the pink nut at
Yep.
Adelaide,
Yep.
under lights, I think sometimes you're going to need to turn to Jhye.
Yeah.
A bloke with a silent H in his name, potentially, but also maybe not.
Well, there's no small S above it, so we assume it's not silent.
You need a game breaker.
Yep.
And I think Jhye can be that man. But as Tom said, I don't really fucking care.
Now, on to other things that you don't care about. Are England much better chance with Broad and Anderson back with the pink swinging ball?
You would have to think so, but much like everything that we speak about here, we don't know what the fuck we're talking about. I think that they're the two best bowlers in the history of English cricket. Anderson, the number one wicket-taking fast bowler of all time. I don't see how they can't be better.
I think they get a glimmer of hope where there was none.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And they obviously, reading between the lines, have identified this second test, pink nut, swinging seed under lights, as a test they can win, thus resting them.
Pink nut, swinging seed.
I think that makes the most sense to me.
Pink swinging nut.
And it swings.
It does.
Oh, Pinky swing.
Oh, yeah. That evening session.
Yeah.
Mitchell Stark will move them.
He'll move
shit,
them.
yeah.
Oh, he'll move them. So they're a slightly better chance than they otherwise were.
It's going to be interesting for a bit.
If they lose this test, which they will,
5-0.
5-0.
Can we
Pending rain, obviously, but they're in deep shit.
Can we give a quick wrap to the Aussie team for coming together? There was quite a lot of drama leading in. They've come together and come together.
Well, they're professional.
True.
They
Absolutely.
came together. Absolutely, they did, which is it's often hard to do.
Do you think Pat Cummins got his baby blues out and just said, boys, look in my eyes, come with me?
He's a leader of men.
He's a leader of men, and he's just calm. As you say, like when it was, there was a day where England were good, and it was just like, don't worry, we'll get them.
There was also, I think, a nice moment where obviously Smudge, Steve Smith, the VC, he probably dreamt of becoming captain again, but he's a team first operator.
Yeah, of course.
Loves the nation. He takes a backward step, but wasn't afraid to step in when required. So Cummins apparently was going to throw the ball to Starkey for another over at one point. He goes, nah, mate, it's your turn. Cummins takes a wicket that over. That's what you need.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
A nice working relationship.
Yin and yang.
Yin and yang, Tom. Yin and yang. And that's what we've got, and that's why I think we'll win 5-0.
Yep.
Boys are humming.
The boys
and
are
Smudge
humming.
didn't even really score runs.
Well, didn't really.
Well, he
score
didn't
12
score
of them.
runs. You know what
Travis
I mean?
Head
So you
got
still got a
150.
Smudge in the back pocket.
Yeah.
If you've got a smudge in the back pocket, it's almost, you may as well fucking pack her up.
Yeah, pack her up, boys. Lyon takes 4 wickets in the second dig, so he's in fucking good form. Baggy Green took the wicket of Joe Root. He took 2 or 3 wickets in the
What
second.
about, what about the guy that took 8 catches on his fucking debut?
Yeah, exactly. Carey, beautiful
Performing
Carey,
for your
handsome
nation.
man behind the stumps.
So we're fucking good to go, bruh. Don't worry about that.
We are good to go. Now, on to a bit of footy. The Storm have named their player of the year, Jahrome Hughes. And you guys are half Kiwi. You'd be proud of this. The
Kia ora.
Kiwis name Hughes player of the year.
Love that.
He's only had 2 full seasons at halfback now, and he's now the Storm player of the year in a record-breaking season. He is now the
Premiership
Kiwi
winner as
player.
well.
His premiership won, last year, so he's won a premiership as well. I just wanted to talk about where would you rate Hughes in the top 5 of play? He kind of was just rocketed out of nowhere, but at the same time, he's still kind of underrated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He doesn't, when you're naming your Tom Trbojevich's, your Nathan Cleary's and all that, Hughes, when you say, oh, what about Hughes? People go, oh, fucking oath. Yeah, 100%. But at the same time, look at his year. He's right up there.
I reckon he is a victim, probably too serious a term, but a victim of the Melbourne Storm, Craig Bellamy rub, where it's is he a good player? Is he this good everywhere, or is he just this good in a Bellamy system? Who the fuck knows? He's playing pretty good at fucking Melbourne now, so that's all that matters.
It's hard to say, right? Because he's at the Storm.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to judge
But
it
I mean,
off. But if you judge off his performance this year, last year, he's top 5, yeah.
Crazy.
100%.
And his second full year, it just shows you how good their system is down there.
Because he came down as a fullback, eh?
Came down, he got
one game at the Titans.
One game
and
at the
Cowboys.
Titans, got pretty much brushed. Went up to Cowboys, had 1 or 2 games, pretty much got brushed. And now, or he may not have gotten brushed as in they were see you later, but they didn't fight to keep him.
No.
And you see his potential, you'd be like, wow, should have fought to keep him.
Should have fought.
Where do you have him as a 7? Do you have him second,
Mate, it's
third,
tough.
fourth?
It fluctuates because you'd go, right now you'd go obviously Cleary.
Nathan, obviously, yeah.
Hot boy Cleary, and then
Reynolds
DCE. Probably.
Reynolds, Keary, DCE.
But on form, you'd probably
Probably Jerome.
That's what I mean. On form, you'd have probably Hughes just above DCE, maybe even third, probably.
Oh, we wouldn't, but I hear.
Well, it's DCE, Cleary,
Reynolds,
Hughes, Reynolds, interchangeable. It's hard to say. It's fucking. He's
DCE,
right up there, though.
Yeah, but that's what's
DCE,
crazy.
Cade Cust, Cleary.
But I think if you
Of
spoke,
course, sorry. My apologies to Cade.
Yeah.
I think if you, Schuster also can play in the halves.
He can.
More
He's
of a
more of a
six.
more of a six.
Okay,
More of
more
a
of a
six.
six.
Dude, not a big rugby league guy.
I just thought you had more faith. I just thought you had more faith in Schuster. I thought you could play 7.
Oh,
but
well,
fair
no,
enough.
I like a bigger body at 16.
Yeah,
You
we
know
like
that.
it. Yeah,
We
that's
always-
right.
we've
You like a
always
bigger
said
body.
that.
Maybe to chuck a bit of nut if
Yeah,
needed
okay,
to.
Fair
You know?
enough.
Yeah.
But it is interesting if you ask the wider audience, like, name the top 5 halfbacks. Hughes probably to the wider audience, not to people that watch each week.
All Storm fans.
Hughes might not even
Get a
make top
mention.
5. Yet look how good his season's been, and he didn't even grow up playing in the halves. Absolutely incredible. So your top 5 halves are Cleary, Reynolds,
DCE.
DCE, Hughes.
Cust, Cleary, Reynolds.
Your serious top 5 is
Cleary, DCE, Jahrome Hughes, Adam Reynolds.
Hughes in front of Reynolds.
I'm not doing them in order.
Okay, just
Probably
top
should.
5.
Okay. In order, Jahrome.
Jerome's number 1.
No, sorry.
Oh, so you on
Cleary.
5 to 1 or you on 1 to 5?
Fuck.
Easy. Cleary number 1. DCE 2. Reynolds 3. Hughes 4.
Cust 5.
Cuss 5. If not him, then Kiri went fit.
Nic Cotric today announced that he has signed with the Raiders on a 3-year deal effective immediately. Now, no pun intended, but clearly sometimes the grass isn't greener.
Well, I would argue the grass was already not green when you're leaving the Raiders to go to the Dogs. You're going, oh, that grass, I can already see that grass isn't greener, but, chunk of change will
A
make
good
you
lawnmower.
go,
He looked at the lawnmower that he could get and be like,
fuck it, I'll do that. Victor Mower, reach out. He's gone over there, he's gone back.
Yeah,
I
I don't
think
think-
it's a...
Sorry.
No, mate, I mean, I wasn't going to add anything of value.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Because the Raiders were pretty hot when he left.
they were real hot.
Yeah. So, I don't think it was about grass being greener. It was about buying a better mower.
Cash being greener.
Yes.
That's obviously fallen in a heap, and he's gone back to where he's from, back to where he played good footy, back to where he became a name.
Back under Sticky, I think he needs a coach that'll bash the fuck out of him if he does the wrong
Yeah,
thing.
I think so.
He's a stick over carrot operator, which is a saying of like giving a stick, giving a carrot. If you're trying to get someone to I give you a carrot, like, come on, buddy, play better.
Reward.
He's a stick man.
Yeah.
Sticky.
Yeah.
Whip me.
Sticky, that's like a sticky.
Sticky.
Yeah.
'Cause
He
he's
says I love sticky.
I love Sticky because he fucks me up with a stick if I don't play well. Ricky
Yeah.
has a stick in the sheds, I'm pretty sure.
He
And
does.
I think he'll go back to his
Sticky
hot boy
stick.
ways. Cotric will go back to his hot boy ways. And I think that also is something that maybe he got lost in the big smoke. And he needs to focus on the fact that he's big, he's hot, and he
Listen,
can run.
he's a very hot boy, but he's a Canberra 10,
Yeah.
whereas he's maybe a Sydney 8.
Oh, you reckon the Sydney 8 rattled him?
It could have.
Well, he's gone
fair
from a
point.
big fish in a small pond to a...
Small fish in a big pond.
Bigger than a small fish.
Well, as in you're
medium-sized
one,
fish.
as in, yeah, but I mean, like you're the one team town in Canberra, whereas there's 8 of the bastards in New South Wales.
They don't get much better looking than Cotric in Canberra. Like, he'd be right at the top.
He's
of
a
the
Canberra
table.
team.
He'd have a field day at Mooseheads every weekend.
So you reckon he's gone out to Ivy Bar, or I don't know, wherever your kids go out these days, Coogee, and he's just not
Ivy
felt,
Bar or just a beach.
He's not felt the vibes. He's not felt, Coogee Pub.
Yep.
He's not felt the vibe of being a 10, and that's rattled his confidence on the footy field.
100%.
Potentially.
Wow.
He seems like a confidence player, and if you aren't getting just a little,
During the doggies could have been like, oh, can you give him heaps of compliments when you go out next
you
time?
at least you get a couple of the fucking the local fans, like the bar. What are they called? The kennel. Get
Yeah.
him whistling at him when he walks past.
Yeah.
Who cares if it's a group of fucking, largely intoxicated and overweight 40-plus-year-old males? Whistle at him,
A
goddammit.
whistle's a whistle.
Hey,
Whistle's a whistle.
it doesn't matter where the compliment's coming from. If you get a little, you're like,
Yeah.
thank you.
Hard not to play well if you've just been whistled at.
Yeah.
If you get whistled at, you're going out for a big game.
Yeah,
Big
huge
game.
game.
3, 4, 5 tries.
And I'll
Yeah,
tell
well.
you what, I'll give you the hot tip. The Whistles will come back next season. Whistles will come back.
They might even change the Viking horn or whatever it is.
The
to just
whistle.
just get someone to whistle into a microphone.
No, he'll be back.
So you reckon Ricky's,
be back.
You reckon Ricky's whistling at him when he...
No,
Oh.
Ricky's whipping him.
I don't think Ricky ever whistles like. I think Ricky's one of those guys who just whistles like.
Yeah.
Like you're fucking
Short and
mustering
sharp?
sheep.
Yeah, he doesn't do that.
No, he doesn't fuck around.
No, he's
No.
a sheep mustering.
I'm
sort
not
of
drawing
whistler.
anything
hand
out.
whistle?
No.
The hand whistle?
Oh yeah, it'd be that, or just. But there's
Yeah.
just that one where they just fucking.
You reckon, like, hand
the
whistle-
old school cockies who can just do
Yeah.
it with nothing. I can't do it.
I can't. I can do it with the finger. I can't do it with the.
But like, there's
You do it with the
something.
finger?
yeah. Ooh.
Fucking hell, eh?
Yeah, I reckon Sticky. I don't reckon Sticky's got the fingers.
Yeah, he just doesn't buy him fucking.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah. He doesn't use
He's
fingers.
a no finger operator on
Yeah,
the whistle.
no fingers.
Yeah.
He doesn't even carry like a whistle to blow in.
Nah,
He just-
No. He's old school.
So every single when they're doing fitness, instead of the whistle, he's just sitting there going.
Yeah, fucking oath, 100%. And Nick will thrive in that environment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what he's been missing.
Yeah, that's right. Good whistling.
good whistling
And a stick.
Bit of stick, good whistling. 3-year deal too. Interesting. I mean, like. You would think that the Raiders, I mean, they probably needed to do that to get him out of his dog contract, you know? Like, whereas
Yeah.
if they offer him a 2-year deal, he's probably like, you know what, I'll stay in the doggies and earn good coin. I wonder how much the doggies are paying of the contract, though. That'd be interesting.
Do you reckon they'd be paying some of it? You reckon?
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah, absolutely. Because, like, sometimes these, if you've got one club that's looking offload, one club that's keen for an outside back that can go, it actually can sometimes end up better for the player because a player might end up with, like, you know, 300K by one club, 400K by the other, and he ends up on more.
Would that work? Would that be the club give Canberra the money and then they just pay him like a lump sum? Or would he be getting a little bit in his account from this club and a little bit in his account from another club?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'd assume that the Bulldogs would pay the Raiders, and then the Raiders would
Just
pay
pay him.
Instead of two different
Yeah.
clubs paying him
The
directly.
same shit, yeah.
But again, I'm not 100% sure. But I do think it's a really good buy for the when you look at the Raiders. They missed him coming out of he was kind of like To'o to an extent for a couple of years there, leading the tackle breaks. He's still only 21 years old, 22 years old. So
Yeah, he's young.
Great signing. Should have
He's
never
fucking
left.
huge as well. Is he like got a
Big boy.
back row in his future?
Maybe if he can handle the fitness in the middle, because he's he's a big boy, 6'2", I'd say, 100 kilos.
He's got a trunk on him.
I
don't know if we were
he's
talking-
trunked up. He's trunked up.
Maybe were you talking trunks on this podcast or was it before that we started? I don't know. But if we're talking trunks of substance, he's got it's a nice.
It's a trunk of substance.
It's a cut trunk, but
Yeah.
it's like a granite trunk.
You don't want it's like the trunks that are very V'd out. They look good, but they don't have the power that you
No.
need to. Whereas like the thick core, like a Greg Inglis core, it's that thick core.
Trell
that's just
trunk.
Trell trunk. The Trell trunk.
The trail trunk is
Very
the
strong.
prime trunk.
That's prime trunk. That's prime trunk. So yeah, Raiders signed 3-year deal. I think it's fantastic for both clubs. It's weird though. Doggy's actually deciding to get rid of an outside back.
Yeah,
Do you
that's
reckon
shocking.
do you reckon Gus Gould's gone in there and gone, listen, Trent, you can't win the comp with 17 outside backs?
Well, since Gus has got in there, he's gone and got Reed and Kickow. Like, they're going, we need some fucking forwards here, bro. This is getting ridiculous.
Now, Tyrell Sloan has come out and said he wants to play fullback for the Dragons next year. And I guess it will be between him and Cody Ramsey. I think Cody Ramsey could spend a little bit of time on the wing because I like Tyrell Sloan at the fullback. I thought was really good.
When he played for them, he played a couple of games this year, didn't he, at fullback for the Dragons, Tyrell?
Yeah,
and he ripped. There was like
killed
some
it.
fucking, it was like, oh, this guy's
Yep.
really goddamn good.
I think he scored a try in every game.
Yeah, Cody Ramsey still seems like a winger finding himself.
Yeah, absolutely. And sometimes you've got to find yourself out in the wing.
You do. Eat, pray, love, out on the wing.
Yep. Send your wingers on Eat, Pray, Love.
Yeah.
Have
Find
to.
yourself.
Have to.
Go to an ashram, fucking, root someone in a foreign country. We get it.
It's a lonely place out in the wing, a very lonely place. Sometimes you've got to, if you can't be with yourself out there, then you're going to struggle.
You've got to be comfortable with the man in the mirror.
Do you ever get cold out there? Have to do stretches and stuff to warm up?
Nah, no.
Do you ever wear gloves out there?
No
Like
way.
a beanie or something?
Could you imagine you run out in a beanie?
Gloves never made it to the NRL, really, did they?
No.
They didn't, but didn't Wendell wore them in Union?
Yeah, no, in Union.
Yeah, but that-
Dell
what was
wore 'em,
that
Giddo
about?
wore 'em,
Yeah, I
Larkham
don't
wore 'em.
know.
Like
Wendell's
but,
leading-
wore 'em.
but that was an era where they all were wearing gloves.
Everyone was. I remember when I was playing.
Do you reckon
under
Dell
14s,
wore
I
'em to
wore
fit
gloves.
in?
He's Larry, so I reckon it's just the lair of it all.
Dude, he was so good in rugby union.
Yeah,
there
he
was a
was a
fucking.
beast.
There was a
Did
video.
Kiwi ever wear it?
I wouldn't be surprised if most of them wore them. Rocky Elson wore them, like forwards, backs. No one gave a shit. The only ones that probably didn't were props and.
Sterling Mortlock used to sleep in his, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, actually?
The great Sterling
Correct.
Mortlock.
Yeah.
Far out.
Fuck
What about
that.
those years of rugby union in Australia? Like it was tippity top of
It was
Australian
so
sport.
The halcyon days, would
Yep,
you say?
I think so. I don't know what it means, but I think that's right. It was so good. It was so good.
Like,
when you are
we
able
still
to
talk
poach,
about 'em,
when you're
and we
able to
all
poach
smile.
Dell, Lottie, and Matt Rogers all at the same time, like
All at the peak of their powers.
exactly all at the peak of their powers.
Like they weren't on the way out.
No,
They were
There's
good
that
to
jersey.
go.
When you see that jersey, you know.
Yeah.
The collared jersey.
Yeah.
with the
gold had
stars
some
on it.
greens, like the
You
green.
know. You just know. You see that jersey. Oh yeah, winning.
Yeah.
Winning.
Winning. And winning well.
Yeah,
And winning
Mortlock
well.
intercept, World Cup semi-final, Roberto Carlos. No, not Roberto Carlos. Carlos Spencer. Forgive me.
New Zealand have like a history of hot boy halves.
Yeah.
Fly halves. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
Yep.
Dan Carter
Ooh.
is a dick.
Roberto Carlos was hot as fuck.
Did you imagine him crumpet season? Dan Carter?
Mate, he did some time in France as well. He would have.
France?
Holy shit.
Welcome, baby.
I say France. I don't say dance.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough.
Bullshit.
Or
yeah,
chance.
pick and choose
Yeah.
when you want to. I'm rubbing off on you boys.
Oh, fuck.
Queen's English.
Yeah, Dan Carter kicking conversions over in the beautiful
South of France.
south of France.
Was he married when he went over there?
He probably
I
was.
believe so. I think Dan
Wow.
happily married. So
In
maybe
an
he
alternate
wasn't.
reality where
Yes.
he wasn't married.
Correct.
Wow.
Yeah. In a parallel universe.
Crumpets,
And he was on shitloads. He's on like 1.2 or something.
crumpets
1.5.
exist
1.5.
in all realities too. So that's the thing we do know.
Yes.
We do know that crumpets exist in all
That's-
realities.
That's
Well,
one thing.
they're a constant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
They're a constant across multiverses and.
Crumpet constant, that's what they call
Yeah,
it.
that's the
Crumpet
one
constant.
thing that
Yeah.
They
that
use it in their
do know.
equations and shit. They go, have you...
Well, one of Einstein's little known laws, the crumpet constant.
Yeah, crumpets.
You have to
everywhere.
factor into all equations the crumpet constant, which implies that crumpets exist
Yeah.
across
And also...
all realities.
And also that is a reality. Like, if you can't find the crumpet constant, then it's not a reality.
No, you're in a dream.
Yeah.
Boom.
Boom.
It's like that Inception thing. Unless you
Yeah.
can find crumpets, you don't know,
Boom.
it's a dream.
Do you
Very
get
good.
it, punters and dribblers?
Yeah, does that make
Well,
sense?
you do now.
Does that make sense?
So that's why Tyrell Sloan will succeed.
That's why I go well at fullback.
Yeah, fucking
Because
oath.
The crumpet is constant.
The Dragons looking okay next season.
Yeah,
It's Moneyball vibes.
It's Moneyball
I think
vibes.
we had the chat here
Yeah,
where you
did
were
we?
like they
Yeah.
were better, and I was like, well, no, like obviously a little bit of a
Look how
bee in
solid
our
their
bonnet.
roster
Yeah,
looks. Very solid
And when
roster.
you looked at their signings, it was like George Burgess, Aaron Woods, and there were a couple more there, but you were just sort of going like, oh, this actually, who was it? Moses Mbai.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh yeah, you're sort of bringing together a team of like above average players.
Experience. Like good
Experienced,
experience that
yeah.
are going to get the job done, not going to make a lot of errors. They're just going to bring, I guess, a solid nature to their play style. You know what I mean? Not kind of like one good game, one bad game.
Yeah, grind out results over 24 rounds.
Absolutely. That's Hook's all about the grind.
Hook's a big grinder.
He's a big grinder guy. Big grinder guy.
Loves to grind.
Yeah.
Loves to grind, loves grinding.
He loves he's in the nightclubs just grinding on people.
Down at Blue Note and Fever.
Yeah. That's where you can
Harp.
find Hook in the
He's
off
down
season.
at
Harp.
the
Oh, Harp. Good lord.
He's down at the Harp grinding.
Yeah, just
Better than
grinding. I haven't been to the Harp, no.
Not a bad joint, the Harp.
That's all right. Gets the
love an
job
invite
done. That's
from Hook.
Gets the job done.
It gets the job done. It's
Gets
got
the
piss.
job done.
It's got dance floor.
Macca's right around the corner.
Macca's right around the dance floor. It's big.
in there
It's
for a cuppa.
spacious. It's got
Bloody
It's got
beautiful.
the beautiful main road that's just gorgeous to sit down and have a beer with. People probably smoking next to you.
That's nice. The Champs-Élysées of
Yeah,
Australia.
it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. The Harp has had a many a night. What else? They've got Glass House. Remember Glass House? Have you been down there?
I haven't really, I haven't
151?
spent too much time in Wollongong other than just
People
sort
from
of
the
like
Gong will
going
know what I'm
out.
talking about. Far out. 151, Fever, Blue Note. Well, Fever's called Blue Note or whatever.
Did some of your best work in the
Glass
Gong.
House. Not really. Did pretty shit work in the Gong, actually. But Gong, great place to Gong. And, you know, if Hook's out there grinding in the Harp, then he's doing the right thing. He's getting amongst the people. He's becoming a community coach. You want, if you're any coach worth your soul, you're a community coach.
Yep.
You're out there grinding amongst the punters and the dribblers. I think Tyrell Sloan should be the starting fullback. Interesting with the Latrell Mitchell out of All Stars. Who do you reckon will play fullback? You've got Sloan, Johnston, Laurie, Kennedy, Campbell, and Walsh. You'd probably say Reece Walsh, wouldn't you?
I think you say Reece Walsh off the back of Queensland selection.
Or would you
Yes.
put Walsh at like a 6 and Campbell at
Jaden
fullback?
Campbell would be good in there as well.
Jaden Campbell is a throbber.
Yeah.
Dude, Jaden Campbell, good lord.
And that'd just be, I just hope
He's sick to watch.
Yeah,
he'd
he's so
still
exciting.
be picked, right?
He's
Like
so
all these players
exciting.
are probably going to get picked regardless. Like you're not leaving any of these guys.
Just like when you watch
How do you
Campbell
fit him all
play,
in, though?
he's just so good at like shaping his body so it doesn't get jammed. Do you know what I mean? Like every time he runs the ball, you're like, he's about to get fucking oosed. And then
He never does.
he'll turn his body or something and he just doesn't. What do you got there?
I was going to say, just like, don't forget, it's based on votes. So you'd think that Walsh will
we
probably.
got
the
based on
Indigenous
vote.
All Stars is
Walsh,
based on
Walsh will
Yeah,
be
they
the
get
coach.
voted.
Why the fuck's the Indigenous based on votes? Surely they just pick the best side of
Well, it's
Indigenous
probably
players.
like a play on what they do in the NBA and stuff. All those All-Star games are votes.
It is called Indigenous All Star, I guess.
Yeah, that would be
right.
why.
But I didn't realize that All Stars was voted. I knew it was for the when it was All Stars versus Indigenous All Stars. But I would have just thought it was like picking the greatest players. That
Well,
are
I think
Indigenous.
because it's an All-Star concept, that's why.
Yeah, but I thought you
They're
made
voting.
the All Stars because so in the NFL, I thought it was like if you were picked in the All Star, that's like a mark on your sort of legacy of I was such a good player, I got picked.
It's definitely
in the All-Stars
the
as
NBA is
opposed to
definitely
voting.
fan voted.
Yeah, no,
whereas
that makes sense.
in the NBA
Maybe they
they'll
are
do
in the
like
NFL
NBA.
as well, I don't know.
They'll do like NBA first team, NBA second team, which is not fan voted.
That's just
which is what they. That's also like a
Yeah,
more
okay.
impressive metric probably than the All-Star. Although the All-Star is. But yeah, there you go. Fun fact.
Joseph Suaalii will battle it out with Billy Smith and Kevin Naiqama for the right wing spot.
Mate, they've gone above and beyond for a reason to sign this kid. Like, he's a prodigy out and out.
Yeah.
Bit of size, bit more experience, the guidance of Robbo and the boys. I think you play him. He's an X factor.
Oh, absolutely.
Billy Smith, though, Eddie, I believe went to our old school.
Billy Smith's a gun. Their depth in the centres is wild. They got Jhye, Manu, and then these three battling out who are also good. Yeah, so Joseph Suaalii, what I liked about watching him play as well, even like little things, like he may not have set the world alight when he's debuted. Don't get me wrong, he's still really good. But just his physicality in the contact, he didn't seem, and this is when he was 17, he's 18 now, but even when he was 17, his physicality in the contact didn't seem he was getting dominated in tackles, which is very rare for a guy that young. When you see a young guy come in, that their kind of man strength takes a few years to come in. So it would be interesting to see now that he's 18, another year of a preseason, another year of NRL. It could be a massive year for Suaalii. If it's not this year, it'll be next year.
Yeah.
When did your man strength come in, do you reckon?
Oh man, probably as in when you just got used to, probably about 23, 24, I'd say, where you started to just
Feel bigger?
you just felt a bit stronger in contact.
Yeah.
Not, again, you weren't bumping people or whatever. You just, I don't know whether it's man strength or whether it's just getting used to the contact. But even in the gym, you kind of hit this peak and then plateau. And so, I'd say 23, 24, but everyone's different. Suaalii might be developing early and he gets it when he's 20 or whatever.
What about you, Eddie?
Still waiting.
Still waiting
Yep.
with the man strength?
Yeah.
It'll
I'm
come.
thinking maybe 35.
It'll come.
I think 35.
Or 40, like dads that are fucking...
If you're not an
they're
athlete-
they're just strong.
Yeah, dads
That's
are always
true.
hard.
We
Dads are
thicken
strong.
up.
Maybe that's going to happen to me. I don't know. I've never felt strong, really.
I'll
That's
back
not
you.
something that I hang my hat on. It's
No.
feeling strong.
No.
I've felt in shape. I've felt
Fit.
strong for me, but I've never been like, bro, you're fucking strong.
And you've got mates
Do you
who
know
are
what I
just
mean?
strong as shit naturally.
Well, when you go to the gym and there's just blokes just...
Lifting heavy, I'm like, oof.
Yeah, got the 150 on the bloody
Yeah, yeah.
bar. And you're like, oh, God.
I'm just going to, I need
150.
like,
We'll take 100 off.
and then some.
Just the bar for me, mate.
Yeah, thank you.
No weights today.
Nah.
20 kilos. Jesus Christ.
Doing fitness. It's fitness.
Yeah.
But interesting as well, Sam Walker, Luke Keary came out and basically said he's also put on quite a few kilos. So him as well, it's crazy to think the Roosters have Suaalii and Sam Walker, two generational talents coming through. Then they've got Cheese. Their next 5 years is going to be wild.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they've
Absolutely wild.
kept Manu.
Kept Manu.
I'll be shocked if they don't win another competition.
Yeah,
That Naiqama signing's good as well.
Great signing.
That's a great signing.
He's just won 3 premierships in a row.
Has he?
In Super League, yeah.
The Cooper Cronk of Super League.
The Cronk Super League. And he was always a guy that had so much potential. And he played good footy, but he never really got to where you think. Then he went over to Super League and he got a new lease of life. And I think that he'll be, similar to Hastings, in where they'll come back and they've learned a lot and matured as men.
Did he get a steal over there?
I'm not sure, but he played really well. I think he was captain when he won the last one for.
Hectic.
Um,
How old is he,
so-
you reckon? He's been around for a minute. Is he in his 30s or is he still in his 20s? If he's still in his 20s, that is a fucking great
he's
pickup.
31 or 32.
Right.
32. He'll be 33 when the season starts.
33 when the
That's
season
all right.
starts.
You need a couple
That's
old
still
heads
good.
there. A bit of experience.
Bricks
Nice
and
balance.
cement, Eddie. Bricks and cement.
Absolutely, and you look what they did with B-Moss and J-Moss. Similar
That's it.
situation. Brought him over. They were playing career best.
100%. He's also got a great name.
Great
does.
game.
So
Billy-
that counts for something.
that
Oh, it
always
does.
counts.
Fucking oath it does.
I mean, a name is almost the measure of a man.
Very more.
Billy Smith, he is an underrated gun as well. Like, because he hasn't been able to put footy together because of injuries, he's also a guy that could turn out to be one of the better centres in the competition. So Roosters' depth is just absolutely crazy.
You probably got mixed up, man of steel. He got the man of the match in the grand final. Naiqama. Sorry.
So didn't get a man of steel.
I didn't say he got it.
No,
No,
I was just more
saying.
throwing it out there. If you're an NRL player coming back from England, I assume you've won a man of steel.
So, yeah, the Roosters just...
Even though 20% of the comp will be Australian. But
Well, look, if you come back, I assume you fucking won a man of steel.
Yeah. Well, fair
When
enough.
Dave Fafita comes back,
Fair enough.
Andrew's brother, I assume he's a man of steel winner.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Now, on to Tolu Koala.
Cooler.
So Tolu Kula, a player coming through the ranks at Manly, is one of the fastest in rugby league. Saab has admitted that Kula is quicker off the mark than he is. Thoughts, boys?
We breed speed on the peninsula. That's what I think.
Yeah, okay.
It's now undeniable. It's now beyond question.
But isn't like...
Do you know
Saab
why?
from
The training
Dragons?
ground's right
Saab
next
wasn't
door
quick
to...
at the Dragons. No one even fucking
No
knew
one knew
about
the
him.
fuck he was. He was slow as shit. We get him up here. We get him onto the tartan up at the Narrabeen Training Centre.
Tartan?
There's a
Tarmac.
tartan track up there.
Tartan.
I thought Tartan was like a
Tarmac.
Scottish...
Yeah, we got him on the
Tarmac.
tarmac.
What you
You're
land
racing
fucking planes on?
Tartan is
We
in
got him racing
Scottish
planes.
fucking...
It's called tartan.
It's called tartan, the
Is it
track.
really?
No, he doesn't know this life. He doesn't know this life.
Bruh.
I'm not
Have
a-
you ever been to ES Marks?
Have you ever done
Mate, that's
any
where I got
athletics
my
at all?
11.
Clearly not.
That's where I got
Holy
my...
shit.
11.
Now I don't know if I buy the sub 11 or the sub 12 now.
Oh, of course he doesn't have a sub 12.
I have a sub
Doesn't even
12.
know what tartan is. He said
Do you know-
tarmac.
Okay.
Racing
like
planes.
tarmac makes
Could this
more
bloke-
sense.
Could this bloke next to me run a sub 12 if he wouldn't even know what spikes are, he wouldn't know what
I had
blocks are, and he don't know what
spikes. Fuck
tartan
Yeah,
is?
no way.
No
And you
way.
know what? I think he sullied your name by
He
putting you
has.
in the same boat of going, yeah, I'm sub 12 as well.
Scrape the tarmac.
Tarmac.
God's
Yeah, it's
sake.
Saab literally racing planes. Is that what you're saying?
Potentially.
Holy tartan, mate. Good, the smell of tartan. If you've been on a tartan track, you know
Oh,
this.
a bit of tartan in the
Beautiful.
morning.
I don't have a sense of
Beautiful.
smell. I don't have a sense
Nothing
of
better
smell.
than a bit of tartan in the morning.
I don't have a sense of smell, so it makes
Nothing
sense.
better.
That's what my sprinting coach used to say. He said, nothing better than a bit of tartan in the morning, mate.
Fucking oath. And he was dead right.
oath he was dead right.
I remember the first time I stepped foot on the tartan.
Oh, springy as
I
fuck.
was like, oh, this is quick.
elite.
Did you feel at home?
Oh, this is quick.
It's quick.
The first time I got there, I went to state and we're like under 9s or something,
Yeah.
under 10s, and I ran my first sub 15 seconds on like 14.93 or something on that tartan,
Shit.
bro.
The Titan, and you're just so springy. Get ready to go.
No, I remember when I was on the
Maybe
tartan.
we're going to have to
at
take
ES
you down
Marks.
to a Titan
Have you
track.
ever been on tartan?
Clearly
ES
not.
Marks, that's where I got my sub 12.
If you'd been on Titan, you would know what Titan
What did you
is.
think? Well, like, were you running around going, fuck, how good's his tarmac? And the boys
Yeah,
would have been
how
like, righto, mate. it's
I
called
wasn't
tartan.
calling it anything. I thought tartan.
He was
I
like,
thought
I'll meet you at the tarmac. And they were
Is
like, what?
tartan not a fucking pattern? Tartan.
See, there's double words for everything, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So it's not that I'm wrong. We're both right.
No.
No,
Everyone
no, you're
knows
wrong.
what tartan is.
You're wrong because you thought that tartan was called
Is
tarmac.
Some
Tartan.
Scottish dress or something.
It is. The kilt is tartan.
But yeah, the pattern is, but that
Right,
doesn't mean
so
that
I'm
you
right.
didn't. No, you're not.
Well,
Because
I
you
am.
thought it was called tarmac.
Well,
so you're wrong.
Well, tarmac is a thing as well, so I'm technically right there. And Jason
This
Saab.
Did you
this
ever
is a
rock up-
desperate man trying to
Jason
fucking
Saab,
weasel his way
fast
out.
as fuck. Saab.
Did you ever rock
make
up
fighter
like
jets,
in your school
tarmacs.
uniform? Like they're like, oh, we've got the school carnival, and you rocked up to the airport in your kit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is everyone?
What gate are we at?
We're on the tarmac today. They said we're on the tarmac.
Yeah. Oh fuck yeah.
But that's why Saab's elite now, and that's why Cooler is clearly fast as
Dude,
fuck.
I'm excited to see. Are we not releasing like fucking, like when you know that footage of like when it's like, oh, there's been a panther sighted in the fucking Blue Mountains. Like, why don't we have some footage like that, grainy footage of him just getting
Because
into
we
his
don't
work?
want people to see.
Well, we're talking about it. I want to see how fast.
Yeah,
this-
yeah,
what I
but
wanna know.
you build up this
Build the
like
hype.
idea, build the hype,
wanna scare
and
the
then bang,
opposition.
when he starts running, you're like, oh, bruh, the hype was real.
The hype was real.
What I want to know, and I know it's been spoken about to death, but why can we not get a race between the fastest NRL players?
It doesn't seem to make sense.
Like, it costs nothing. It would be sick. It could be before whatever. It could be before the grand final. It could be any time.
could be before the
All Stars,
All Stars.
anything.
Yeah.
Winner gets 20 grand. They'd all do it then.
Yeah, well, they'd all do it if the club said you got to do it. You know, you got to go down and you got to rip and tear.
Yeah.
On the tarmac. Like, that's fucking
On the
not
tarmac.
very safe.
Well, you do it on grass, I think.
You could do it on a tarmac.
No, but I think you do it on grass because that's where the game of rugby league
So
is
grass and
played.
footy boots, ball in hand or no ball in hand?
No ball.
No ball.
But that's you know.
I'd have it on tartan, but like I can understand that you'd want to
Yeah.
make.
I would have it be
I'm
for a
not
race.
anti-grass. I'm not anti-grass.
I'm not anti-grass either. I have a proper race though.
Was it the stall gift?
Yeah,
That's
the
on
gift
grass?
or whatever.
That's on grass.
Yeah.
Is that the one that Kathy won from like 400 metres
Correct.
behind everyone?
Correct.
Yeah, she like literally started
Yeah.
at the start with
She
them
started
and
at scratch, and they all started like 100 metres in front of her.
crazy.
Got that W right at the end.
But the fastest in the NRL right now, I think, is probably Xavier Savage. He's from the Raiders.
No,
He won a state title.
He would be.
No. That's
Well, technically, Adokar still got the high speed.
Yeah, technically
I
Jason
don't
Saab
think he would
is-
be the quickest.
No. In fact,
So you reckon Cooler is the quickest now?
I think that Saab
it's
is quicker than
Saab.
Cooler, and Cooler is quicker than everyone else.
Yeah.
So you work it out.
Saab did say that he didn't say he covered him over 100, but he said he's more of a coming home racer.
Saab is a coming home
Saab,
race.
yeah.
Yeah, Saab.
Well,
you
he's a
know,
big boy. He needs time to get
he needs
the
time to wind up.
gears moving.
Yeah.
Look at Usain. He was always dead last for the first 20 metres, and then the big fella got going.
Him gliding is one of the most beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful things you can ever see a human do. Is him in full flight.
Smooth as fuck.
And he's barely even trying. He's just like, when you talk about apex predators, that's like looking at an apex human predator.
Yeah.
Just gliding. Man,
Have we not spoken about this before? Maybe on Hello Sport, but that there's like tracks, fossilized tracks from like Indigenous Australians in like riverbeds somewhere, and like the depth of the foot, like the feet mark, footprint,
Footprint, yeah.
suggests that they were running quicker than Usain through like mud back in the day.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be.
I looked that
flaky.
up. I
I don't know if that's true.
How would you have
wasn't
enough
it wasn't
evidence?
necessarily running
Inclusive.
quicker than Usain, but like running really fucking
Yeah,
quick.
I can see that.
Through mud, though.
Look,
Yeah.
if your culture and your people can survive 65,000 years, you're fast. You've
Oh,
got,
no, some of them you'd be really fast.
like really fast. Like you look at guys
Outliers.
like look at like think of like Greg Inglis and Latrell. Like they're just unbelievable. You know what I mean? Like they do things that no one else can do. Like, literally. Like they're fast. They're good ball skill. They're strong as anything pound for pound. So I believe that they'll run as fast as anything.
Fast as fuck, I believe is the term.
That is the term.
That's
That
the
is
correct
term.
terminology.
Um,
Oh, that pumps me up. That's good stuff. That's made this Wednesday
Look,
glorious.
that's preseason stuff. I love the preseason where this bloke's lifting 2 cars and this bloke squatted a whole bus. I love that rhetoric coming out of clubs.
So we probably got the strongest player in the NRL in Marty Tapau,
Yeah,
who
we
just
do.
deadlifts cars, as you were saying.
I don't know about that.
Deadlifts cars, and then you've got the 2 quickest players in the NRL in Cooler and Saab.
And you got Tom Trbojevic all round.
greatest player of all time.
Yeah, okay. But I love the preseason rhetoric of like, he's the fastest he's ever been, he's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
strongest.
yeah. Training
I've had
the house
best-
down.
Training the house down. It's kind of like pre-boxing fight rhetoric of like, had the best camp ever.
Yeah.
And then like they lose and they're like, I actually had 6 injuries and I could barely get to the camp.
yeah, no, yeah.
If you don't train the house down in pre-season, pack it up.
Yeah, get out of my club.
Yeah, if the house is
not
if
for
the-
you.
If the house is still up, if your house is still up by the end of the preseason,
Yeah.
don't
Can we also
it'd
get
wanna be
a...
down.
Yeah.
It'd want
Where's
to be
that?
down.
Where's that saying even come from?
Train the
Train
house down.
Because like, it surely has to be related to something. Like it can't just be something that someone's just come
I reckon
up
someone's
with.
like just training so hard that his house
That his
fell over.
house fell down. Either it's rooted in some truth that some guy literally
What
trained
about
his
training the
house down.
house down as in a betting wise? Like you beat the house, maybe? You beat the
Maybe.
house, put the odds on you to be, I don't
He's
know.
sunk the house. But look, it's potentially. I don't know.
So it comes from bringing the house down, which is when the audience claps so hard that it brings the building down. So that's where it
Okay.
comes from.
All right. So it's just
Okay.
it's an appropriation of another saying.
Okay. Well, if you don't bring the house down, where people aren't applauding your preseason, then you're not really in contention.
Yeah.
We don't get it.
We absolutely, yeah, the rhetoric of going into a season is always great because you know, even like as you got older, you're like doing preseasons, in the first few preseasons, you would be like, we are going to put 50 on everyone. Like we are killing it. All our plays are sick. We're all fit as anything, stronger than everything. Everyone's fucking killing it. And then you get to your first preseason trial and you get towed up and you're like, where did that come from?
Yeah. Whoops.
Whoopsie. And
Thought we were better than we were.
Exactly. So by the time you get to your like 5th and 6th preseason, you're like, look, preseasons literally mean nothing.
But do they mean nothing, or is it like
As in,
you might be like whipped up into a state of thinking you're way better than you are? Basically, like
Yeah.
it's hard to know how good you are until you have a crack.
It's hard to know how, like, the preseason is like, it's always good because they make it. It has to be good. It always has to be the standard. But you've just got to be just can't expect that you're going to go into the year. Like sometimes you look at it back at a preseason where you've had a great year and it was just a normal preseason. And then some preseasons you've ripped yourself into training and it's a terrible season. So you just don't know. Like, for example, there were 2006, we had this massive 6-day army camp, craziest preseason ever, and we killed it and we won the comp. Well, you know, the squad won the comp. The next year, I think we did pretty much the same thing, except a little bit less of a camp. And didn't go as well. And then, you know, we went to do a camp. Then, you know what I mean? And then we were chasing that preseason again. But it just didn't seem to work no matter how hard we worked. So, yeah, preseason's a tricky thing because you go into the year with such confidence.
And then you just start losing. You're like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, you're like, what? Like, preseason.
That would be so scary.
Even like sometimes.
Disheartening. You think
so
you're really
disheartening.
Yeah, it's even sometimes you'll win every preseason game by fucking heaps. Then you get into the season and you get towed up. And you're like, what the hell? Like, we won every preseason game and we're just... Because preseason games, you can't take anything by it because a lot of coaches will pull players off. They'll try players in different positions. And
West Tigers love preseason games. They give out standing ovations.
Standing
during
O's.
them.
look, just
Seriously, that's actually happened.
No,
I'm not
legit.
making that up.
We're never letting that go.
Half-time, full-time, standing O.
Against a Trebojevic-less Manly Sea Eagles. In a
Mate, we didn't have anyone.
Pre-season
Foreman wasn't
No,
playing.
I know.
DCU wasn't playing.
No one was playing.
Jake wasn't playing.
Woo!
We're back. No, you're not.
No, you're not.
So we've obviously got some major boxing events next week, I think.
Yes.
December 22nd and the 21st. Huge card. You can watch it stream it on KO or on Foxtel. Make sure to go to @NoLimit, follow them, and they will keep you up to date on the purchasing tickets live or purchasing the stream. But Joey Leilua has come out and said, my whole career, everyone effing hates me. And that's just a part of the territory. If you play how I played, you're always going to get that from people. He then went on to speak about Heinington, who is fighting in a week, and said, I'm just going to go out there and bash the shit out of him.
Oh, my God.
He's going to bash him till he shits himself.
Well, he's going to bash the poo out of him.
Literally out of him.
Yeah.
Like, there'll be poo that exits his body.
Is this like one of those WWF matches where it's like it's like the first man to poo loses? You know what I mean? Where it's like there's actually
I think
these are
that
the
is
rules
part of the
here.
rules, though. Like, it's 3 count. Like, you got a 10 count. You got 10 count.
10 count.
The bell can't save you. If poo leaves your body, you lose.
You lose. First guy to poo loses.
Or is that just like an automatic disqualification?
Well, it's not a disqualification because the goal, I think, is to bash the shit out of each other.
And you just keep going.
Yeah, so I don't think they can put, like, I think the rules stipulate as well, like, they can't have pooed that day. They've got to have a big carb-heavy meal the night before. No poos that day. They're allowed to have one large black coffee before they enter the ring, and then it's first man to poo.
Do you reckon some people fake poo, as in poo, just to get out of there?
Oh, yeah.
You beat the poo out of me, I'm done. Because, like, they get
Oh, there'd
beaten.
be some people, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Some people not made of the right stuff.
No.
And then,
Cowards
like,
that just
in-
poo themselves.
In the comment section, they're like, he faked that poo.
Dude, I saw him tense. He definitely just shit himself. I saw him poo on the stool. That's not fucking real.
Dear God.
Yeah.
Dear
Shitting yourself
God.
is the equivalent to taking a dive.
I wouldn't like Joey Leilua saying he was going to bash the shit out of me, though.
You wouldn't like it?
I wouldn't like hearing
Oh,
that.
it sounds intimidating. But Heino's a tough
Would they
bastard.
have played with each other, Heino and Joey, when they're
I'm
at the
not
Knights?
sure. I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think Heinington came to the Knights a bit
the
late
Shark-
after the
yeah,
Sharks. So it was a
yeah.
little bit later.
Yeah, Chris is
He's tough.
he's a tough fucker.
He's a tough old nail.
Yeah.
He can go, and he's fit.
Yeah.
But I love the build-up that this gives us. You know what I mean? Like, I want to watch this fight now.
I also like Joey fucking Mr. Fight promo. Where's Chris coming back with any chat? I'm
He's not
loving
a chat.
Joey's chat.
Heinington's not a chat guy. He's a get-in. He's
I
a
wouldn't have thought
businessman.
Joey was a chat guy.
Yeah, that's true. But when you play footy, you can't say anything. Whereas
True.
He's free reign now. He's
Yeah.
just gone to it. Fair play to him.
Fuck yeah.
Fair play. If he does go out and win, then he backed it up.
100%.
He backed it up. But so yeah, Joey Leilua versus Heinington is December the 22nd. Again, you can stream it on KO. Follow @NoLimit.
Dude, the No Limit boys over at courtside at the Lakers, I saw.
Yeah, I
Big Georgie
saw
Rose
that.
and the boys hanging out with Kid Leroy. I was like,
Love
damn.
that.
That's crazy.
Courtside
eh?
seats at the basketball
There was
as
like
well, the Lakers.
from me to there, like to the camera. That was LeBron.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Boys are doing well. Love to
killing
see
it.
it.
Anything else in there?
Yeah, well, there was one thing that I wanted to mention, Zach, you're looking at me like you've forgotten the day.
It was Thursday.
Yeah,
Thursday.
cool. And it was brought to our attention by the front of house staff.
Fuck, here we go.
As we were sitting down there, and they were
Fake
just like,
news.
listen, so
Fake
it was at the
news.
South Bondi. Underneath Icebergs, there's like a bit of an RE
Fake
there.
news.
And the front of house was like, oh, look, sorry, I just wanted to let you know the guy you're sitting with, he just rocked up and didn't have his ID. And we're like, fuck, who was it? Who didn't have their ID? That's weird. And they're like, oh, it's that gentleman over there. And he just pushed past. We told him he had to check in with his ID and he just pushed past. And we're like, what the fuck, dude? Can't be what the fuck. They're like, yeah, he just said, Google me, I'm over 18.
That's not how it happened at all.
Denon Kemp Google me, he said.
Yeah.
That didn't happen.
Denon, Kemp with a K, Google me. I'm
That's
going
not how it
downstairs.
happened.
You like
That's
what you
not how it
see.
happened.
Yeah, you'll
That
like
is
what
not
you
how it
see.
happened. That
Wait,
is-
check my Insta.
That's not how it happened.
Playing a
at
bar,
all.
check me out. I'm a big deal.
We all know that's not how it happened.
That's how the front of house staff relayed it to us.
Oh
was
my
that you were like,
God.
Google me?
I knew you were going to do this, so it's not surprising.
Okay.
But it's not true. That didn't happen.
What happened?
That didn't happen. That didn't happen. How was the Christmas party anyway?
Big.
Yeah, it was good. It was a large one.
I wish I could have stayed. Had a bloody interview with the great Andy Raymond. Couldn't say no
Shout
to
out,
him.
Andy. No, that's all right. You dogged us, but it was good. We just had it was a small affair. Just a few of like everyone that sort of helped us out, but a couple of beers. Then we rolled into Chocky Watmo's
How's a great Chocky Watmo going?
restaurant. Yeah, he's good. He's
good. Cubby's Kitchen down in
Cubby's
Bondi.
Kitchen
Check
in
it out.
Bondi. Go check it out. Great food, great vibes. Couple of margies.
Plenty of margies, plenty of giggles,
Yeah.
plenty of yarns.
Then rolled into Rain Man's house for the rest of the evening.
That's right. And then Friday was tough.
Friday was tough.
Macca's shipped in.
He had Macca's, Thai, and Chinese.
Ooh,
all
that
on
was
the
a
same
toilet
day. That's a mix.
That is a mix.
Yeah. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do
Wow.
It's like
to
rocket
get
fuel
through.
at
Wow.
Perisher Blue.
Do what you got to do to get through.
What was the toilet bowl like? I don't know.
I think they just got it removed. I was like, you know what, this toilet's no good anymore. Let's get it out of here.
Yeah. This thing's got to be decommissioned.
What about yourself with a young child?
See, now this was where the eyes up footy comes into it. We had it Thursday night, so that technically Friday's still a work day. I could have just gone and laid down in the office basically and just gone, fucking, I'm at work. Don't come in.
Yeah.
So I was very hungover. I slept on the couch and then just basically lay on the couch for the rest of the day and watched the cricket. But there was a couple of times where Steph was like, oh, can you do this, that? And I helped out.
Yep.
But I was a shell of myself. And then the Saturday was even worse, to be honest. Like, you just feel worse 2 days after, or at least I do.
Did you throw the I'm a silent letter today out to the missus?
No, but I'm going to start. The silent letter thing's certainly going to be getting a run in our household.
Yeah.
That's for sure. I'm here, but I'm not here.
Yeah, like I'm here and I'm useful, but I'm also not. Please don't use me.
I'm
silent
useful, like, if there's an emergency.
Yes.
But other than that, if it's just run of the mill, like, oi, what are you doing? Like, no, I'm a silent letter.
I'm a silent letter on the couch.
Leave
Yeah.
me alone.
Leave me alone.
Now, the next few weeks we've got what? We've got the cricket. You guys doing a live for the cricket day and night?
Yes, we were planning on doing one on Thursday evening.
Thursday evening. I'm not sure if I'll be here. I may be in Queensland. I may not be. If I'm here, I'll jump on if that's allowed. If that's all right.
Well, I reckon we'll probably.
think
we'll
that'll
make
be
some-
all right.
Yeah, we'll make some.
Anything
room.
else in the cricketing world that's going on, or the fights, UFC?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
George,
yeah, bro.
yeah. They were. That was a great.
What a
day
card.
of fights. Yeah, there was some like, I felt bad for Dustin. He was killing him the first round. I was like, oh, he's gonna get it done here, and then fucking Oliveira can just walk through goddamn punches. I mean, not even really walk through them that way. He got dropped a fair few times.
Yep.
That second round was weird. How Dustin just decided to cop it on the ground for the whole fucking round. I heard his explanation, but it was still like, Jesus, dude, you're getting fucked up right
Yeah, I can
now.
understand though, because Oliveira is so good on the ground, as we saw.
Yes.
It's just like,
He'd
you know
prefer
what?
to like lose a round
Yeah.
than lose the fight, but then
Yeah.
it happened like 2 seconds into the third round anyway.
Yep.
Nunez losing. I
I-
think she comes back and fucks that chick up again if she has another crack at it.
Number,
Well, she
number
said
two,
she wants to. She's
Yeah.
like, I'm fucking getting that rematch.
Yeah.
Better believe it. And they'll
comes
give it to
back.
her, obviously, out of respect.
a red hot Nunez that's trained hard comes back with a vengeance.
Yeah.
It's a scary prospect. 'Cause she didn't even. She looked like a shell of herself.
She got pumped.
But she was also just standing there and brawling
Yeah.
with this chick, and that was all the chick did was brawl. And that's not to take anything away from her. It was an incredible achievement from Pena.
Yep.
But you're like, Nunez just didn't look like she looked like she abandoned any game plan she may have had pretty quick. And then tapped relatively easily.
I think she was just gassed.
Yeah, she was
A lot
fucked.
of people, yes, you are watching and they are professional athletes, but when you're so gassed, like she was, any pressure on the neck or close to the neck,
You just go,
you're just
fuck.
going to, or not everyone, comparing her to other greats, that's why we love, I understand some people like, oh, she tapped early. I get where they're coming from because it's like, we want to see greatness. We want to see warriors going all the way. So I understand people having, being pissed off about tapping so early, but I can say that like when you're that gassed, it's just, you just feel like you're going to suffocate. Like you literally feel like you're going to suffocate. So although it sucks she tapped as quickly as she did, I can understand the feeling of being so fatigued that you just feel like you're going to suffocate. But what an incredible win by Edna. Like I did not give her a single chance.
No. They're calling it the greatest upset in MMA history.
It's one of. It's absolutely like no one gave her a chance.
Yeah.
No one gave her a chance. And anyone that's sitting there going, oh, no, like, come on, bro.
You're full of shit.
If you would have put money on it because she was like, I think she was like plus 1,000 or something like that. Crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to Dustin Poirier, Charles Oliveira one. I felt Dustin, this is the one thing he can't win.
Yeah.
He beats
He's the
everyone
bridesmaid.
else.
That's his
he's a
role. That's his role in
perennial
life is
bridesmaid.
to just turn up and be the guy that loses in the big fights, and it is what it is. It's tough.
It's tough.
Fucking tough.
But bridesmaids,
Bridesmaids are important.
they're important.
They make the world go
it's
round.
true. You need a bridesmaid. You can't go without a bridesmaid. There is no wedding.
Well,
really.
we were saying who fixes the veil, who makes sure the train's in a line, who makes sure the dresses
Who
look
holds the hair
tip-top.
back when you're having a fucking post-wedding
That's right.
spew?
Who makes sure that the hens is organised.
Who gets all the
fucking
dick straws
bridesmaids
for the
are doing
hens?
what they're doing.
Dick straws are important.
Exactly. Without the bridesmaid, dick straws go out of business.
Yeah.
And then some bloke's lost his house, his livelihood, his know-how.
It's like how bees are really important to just like the ecosystem, right? Bees go down, the ecosystem goes down because bees pollinate and all that sort of shit. If bridesmaids go down, the economy, you could say,
Crashes.
may crash.
Not even could say. I think it just does.
I think
it's a given.
So there's a role for everyone, and that's Dustin's, and it is what it is. At least he's made shitloads of money fighting Conor McGregor. He'll
the
fight
good
him
thing
probably
is-
a third time. So
Well, now he
fourth
will
time.
fight him.
Fourth time, rather.
It's almost like it almost actually makes sense now.
Yeah.
Because he has that lost. He's already beaten everyone else in the division. So it's kind of like, you know what? McGregor, Poirier, number 25.
Yeah.
It works.
Let's do it.
Fuck it.
Let's keep fighting until McGregor beats him. I reckon they'll just do that.
Mate, I would not rule
I'd
that.
watch every single one too.
I'd not rule that out.
100%.
Would you watch every single one?
Conor will just keep fighting and taking losses until I don't know what'll happen.
Well, then he'll just start fighting Jake Paul and shit. That's what
Correct.
it'll be. He'll
Yeah,
fight
just
Nate
bash
and
him,
fight
Jake
Jake Paul.
Imagine if we're like 50 and he's still running around.
Jake Paul's like fucking 45, Connor's 60.
When is that fight with Woodley? Is it this weekend?
I think so, yeah.
I'll watch it, but I don't care.
Yeah, no, I don't care.
You watch it for
but
the
you'll watch
circus
it.
of it all.
Yeah.
It's just such a circus.
But that's what that's what
I
it
reckon
is.
Woodley
They're
might
like,
win a
let's
second
put on
one.
circuses,
Yeah.
and people will come. People love the circus.
Yeah.
Well, in Paul's defense, he actually has progressed as a boxer.
He looks,
definitely.
He, does,
You
he
know,
looks
like,
all right.
Take aside his personality, take aside everything, all his history, whatever, and you're just looking at, has this guy dedicated his craft to his craft? He has. He's gotten better at boxing, and he was willing to fight Tommy Fury, who is a legitimate boxer. So, and it was Fury that pulled out. So again, I'm not a fan of Paul or anything at all, but he is fighting a real boxer in his fourth or so fight.
He's also playing a character. Like, as much as he is he's a bit of a gimp, but like he's also like he's doing a bit of a Colby Covington style, playing up the whole thing.
That's 100% what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's selling fights.
Selling fights, and so
He's acting.
I think like if he never fought an actual boxer that was at his standard, you could make the argument of like, oh, he's just picking out people that he knows he can beat. Which again, I have no issue with that, but I can understand from a purist perspective why that may I guess frustrate you. But he was going to fight Tommy Fury, and Tommy Fury is a legit boxer that would legit give him problems, and Paul's not going to get credit for that, And Woodley at the same time, he's not a boxer, but he's still a high class athlete. Like, so yeah, yes, it's not the perfect way you'd want to see boxers come through, but yeah, Paul's got to get some credit for stepping in there.
Definitely.
Willing to step up to a guy like Fury.
Yeah. Speaking of stepping up, some footage came across our desk recently of you in the ring.
Me in the ring.
Yes.
would we ever get you on the no limit car?
No way.
No way.
No way. You could fucking. You had some hands. Not me at Clovelly
No
Beach hitting
way.
pads, but you were moving.
No way. It's not worth it. Yeah, how hard you have to train. Stuff that.
You're saying you wanted to fucking get jacked again. Why don't you start training?
No way.
Get yourself in the bloke singlets.
Nah.
Nah.
Couldn't be bothered.
What about against Tom?
Fuck that.
Couldn't be bothered. Couldn't be bothered.
I'd need to be paid a lot to get knocked out.
How much?
Not that much.
What about yourself? Have you ever stepped in the ring?
Yeah, I'll fight Matty.
Matty can throw him.
Yeah.
Dude, we get Matty versus D or Dave.
Oh, that wouldn't be a
Matty
competition.
would fuck him
Matty
up,
would
wouldn't he?
literally kill him.
Yeah,
He'd kill him.
Yeah.
would.
Wouldn't even be close.
No, it wouldn't be.
That would actually wouldn't be sanctioned because
No way.
no way anyone's sanctioning a D or Day fight.
The reach difference, the height difference, the
Yeah,
weight
yeah,
difference.
yeah.
Do you reckon D.O. Dave's going to hear this and be fuming like, fuck off, I'll fight him?
Well, that's good, dude. That's what we want.
We want a bit of height before the fight.
anything else, gentlemen?
No, mate.
No.
Anything else, Matt?
Nope, all good.
What about the Dolphins all of a sudden? It's gone quite quiet for the Dolphins.
I think the Dolphins are probably just happy that cricket's on and the Ashes, and they're just
Oh
like,
yeah, the Dolphins are after Herbie Farnworth, but I didn't bother putting that in because they're
'cause
after
it's
everyone.
like, the Dolphins are after everyone.
yeah, Dolphins looking
Talk
for,
to me when you've signed someone.
Yeah.
So at
And
the
then we
moment,
can
they've only
chat.
got Kofusi and Stone, Ray Stone, which is solid. I
Can
think
you
that's
win a
solid.
comp with two players? I don't know.
Well, I don't know if it's ever been done, but you wouldn't be able to do it in the modern game.
Also, I got come on wearing my Bloke Hello Sport shirt at the Clovelly Hotel on
Love
Friday
that.
night.
We should
Got
probably
come-ons?
explain that because
Come
there
on.
are some
Yeah, because like a lot of
bloke-only listeners don't understand.
Explain the come on.
Well, listen, I mean, we were just talking about it, I don't know, one podcast a while ago, just about in America, it's like, let's go, when you're sort of celebrating something win. In Australia, it's come on. There you see some Australians that are like,
Oh yeah, that's iconic.
yeah, you've got to do the come on. And it's all about like, you can either go like fucking deep the hand back down to your eyes, or you do it dead
You
straight.
can come in like this, like Leighton used to fucking...
And this is all like paying greatest respects to the king of the come on, Leighton
Yeah,
Hewitt, who
absolutely.
we'd love to reach out at some point
Reach
to
out,
take us
Leighton.
through.
to take us through the sacred art of the come on. But that's how dribblers say hello to
Greet
each
each
other
other.
now. It's
In
a
a
It's a
greeting.
beautiful thing.
Yeah.
It's
It's
the
a beautiful
greeting of
thing.
the dribbler.
Some go a little more aggressive with it. You don't have to aggressively come on anyone. You can just be like, come on.
I mean,
But-
it can be even just a quick.
exactly. Like,
If you're like a shy kind of guy,
Yeah.
like come on.
Yeah, look, if you're a bit more introverted and you feel like yelling at someone you don't know might be a bit much for you, you can just
or you're sitting there with like your mother-in-law or something. And
you can do it. You can do it subtly.
Yeah.
I mean, you could even
but it's got to be done.
you got to mouth the come on, but you could even just
Because the problem that
you're in a
some
library.
people have been finding themselves in is bloke-only listeners who aren't aware that come on is a thing,
Yep.
are just getting come on by dribblers.
Yeah, and they nearly
they're
fight 'em.
going and they're not coming on them back.
yeah. And if you don't come on your mate,
If
what
you
are
don't
doing?
come on
Coming on
your
their
mate
mate,
back,
or they're not coming on a stranger,
Yeah.
and it's all falling in a heap.
And then their mates are filming it, and then they look like they are anti-come on.
How would you feel if a bloke just came and come on, Joe?
I'd be like, now it is my duty to come on him back.
I've been come on before.
Yeah.
So I'm up to it. But there was one video of a bloke and he like got in touch and he apologised. He was like, I didn't realise this was a thing. I need to be better.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
made
yeah.
improvements to his life.
Yeah.
Look,
He's reformed.
If you've been come on out there and you didn't respond, the grace period is now over.
It's over now officially.
Officially. So if you get come on and you don't at least come on, that's the minimum.
You got to give something back.
Yeah.
You don't have to scream because
Yeah.
I can understand that can be a little antisocial sometimes. If you've got to scream in you, by all means,
Yeah.
but you don't have to be like fucking.
But
you
even,
know.
like, let's say you're in the middle of a library, you can still go, come on.
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
exactly.
I'd actually like to see a little quiet library.
A quiet come-ons can almost be more special because it's like a private interaction between you.
Across the room,
Yeah.
you make eyes with someone.
Across the
So
distance.
next
across
time
the
you see
plane.
a bloke with a bloke shirt across from you, lock eyes and just go.
That's it, baby.
Because it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's taking the world by storm.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
And it all started in the depths of punter and dribbler.
Dribbling
Eddie-
yarn.
Eddie and
Rooted
Tom.
in dribbling yarn.
Hopefully it gets as big as the goose he got. If it gets that big, because that was outrageous.
I wonder if Leighton actually owns the rights to the term.
If he
come
doesn't,
on.
he should get on there.
He had come on a clothing company. I don't know if he still got it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's mad.
yeah.
Because like
It's a great
our version of the Nike tick.
Yes,
It is
correct.
great. You've got, you know what? You got a shirt with that. with the
Well,
come
that's
on.
I mean, if
If he doesn't own
if
it.
Leighton doesn't own it.
Oh,
Which
okay.
he might. Should have definitely had a clothing label called "Come On."
Surely he'll allow. Surely.
I don't know if he would.
I don't know if
What if you
Leighton
did gum on? Like the
Gum on.
Look, I would feel very uncomfortable doing a "Come On" edition if it wasn't sanctioned.
By Leighton.
the king
By
himself.
Leighton.
He's got to be co-signed by the great.
It's got to be
Fair enough.
co-signed. Just out of respect, it wouldn't feel right.
No,
But
wouldn't
it's
feel
it's a great, what's the word? Invention by you guys?
Well, look, we didn't
has
invent
legs.
it.
We bring
Leighton-
it back to prominence because
Yeah.
Leighton long retired now.
It's like you're watching a movie and the treasure finder has been looking for treasure and then he like pulls out the treasure box, dusts it off, and that's what you've done. You've dusted the
Dusted off
treasure.
to Come On.
You've maybe even refurbished it a little bit.
Yeah, look, we've sort of polished.
Well, look, Tom and I were around in Leighton's heyday. Like we saw him win fucking the US Open, Wimbledon. Obviously lose that Australian Open final to Murat Safin, which is a tough night for the nation.
Yeah, it was.
But we've been there, we've lived through it.
Yeah.
We know what the come on's about and the power it harnesses. So I think it was just, after not seeing one for a long, maybe a decade,
Yeah.
I was like, we need to bring this fucker back.
And
because
it's back.
there's nothing
it's
quite like
powerful.
celebrating a fucking
It's
successful, like
anything.
either an interaction or a success.
Anything.
Come on.
Anything can be achieved with the
Yeah.
power of the come on. It's as simple
It's
as that.
also just a way that like it's a very guttural way to express satisfaction. You watch like athletes and shit. Watch some come-ons. Keep an eye out for a couple of come-ons in the cricket when they're not necessarily pulling out the Leighton come-on.
Well, I mean, I want to know how he got to the point where this became.
That's why we
Because he
need to.
played with passion.
Yeah.
But,
That's
like, come on.
Fucking come
But-
on.
No, he would have been like, come on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you want,
It's just, it's
do you want
uniquely
at your
Australian.
funeral in 100 years to just a celebratory
Just some
Yeah,
really,
everyone.
just like instead of nodding, just
Yeah.
go?
Yeah, that's true. When they're walking past the caskets.
Come on.
Paying their respect.
Come on.
Well, it's sort of religious, like, instead of that, you just go,
Oh, that'd be good.
that's dribbling.
Oh, it is dribbly as fuck.
Now, make sure to follow Hello Sport on Instagram at Hello Sport. Subscribe to the Hello Sport podcast.
Yep.
Join the Punters and Dribblers group. It is a group that is growing. It is a group that constantly delivers on high quality content. They're all sold out. Or how many left of these?
There's like a few mediums, but that's...
Couple of mediums.
We bought a
Oh,
fuckload of
on the
mediums.
mediums and the quilt. Matt, have you got any news on the?
Nah, just my grandma was texting me saying she was going to make a rival quilt.
Oh, Edna's now trying to take us on.
Wow, 'cause
Edna's
didn't she
taking you on.
accept she wanted to come on board with Bloke in a Bar.
Yeah.
But she hasn't come on board?
And because they brushed her, now she's creating a rival.
Well, why isn't she on board with him then? She's already... You missed
She
the
is.
manager
She's a
over here.
client. Like she's a client
You don't even know what the fuck she's doing. You meant to manage her.
because they just found out today.
Edna, biggest mistake of your life, babe.
So she's
mistake of your life.
now creating a rival
Quilt.
Wow.
Sounds shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I don't want to disrespect someone of Edna's stature, but
You
that
don't
sounds
want-
like a horrible idea.
Edna
Horrible.
experience. I mean, do you think the people she would have battled in her life? I think you've got something to worry
Horrible
about.
decision.
Something to worry about. So there's some mediums left in the last dribble. Make sure to grab a case of Bloke in a Bar. Subscribe to the YouTube, and I'll go fuck myself. Thank you.